Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few housekeeping things just before we start. Photographs will be taken by a professional photographer this evening. So you're okay, we'll take all of those pictures later. Please put your mobile phones onto silent mode during the ceremony. After the ceremony, we'd like to invite you to join the students for light refreshments outside. And finally, a special thank you to everyone who has helped make this event so meaningful in quite a short time as well. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to stand for the platform party? And we start this evening with the welcome from the headmaster, Mr. Brian.
Honoured guests, ladies, gentlemen and students, thank you for being with us on this special occasion. It is a pleasure to be here tonight. It's also a pleasant surprise given the situation over the past few months. Certainly, the coronavirus has made life difficult for everybody on the planet. It's very hard to search for any kind of silver lining, for any positive to come out of the pandemic. But we can look to our grade 12 students who have had excellent training for university. A few months ago, a situation fell on them that they did not expect and did not want and led to massive uncertainty and stress. Out of it, they had to learn self-reliance, independent study, self-motivation, research skills. Some of them learned the skill of getting out of bed on time and getting dressed. These are all skills they will need next year. But tonight is not a night for the leavers. They are just the stars of the event. Partly, tonight is for the teachers, many of whom have worked with these students for 2 or 3, or in some cases, even more than 4 years to get them to the stage they are tonight. These students, for the teachers, are a thin slice of the teacher's memory, of their experience, and they will be with the teachers in memory forever. I'm sure it will be said in another way, but for myself, I would like to thank sincerely the teachers for all their amazing hard work over the past few years, particularly this year, going beyond the call of duty to get the students to where they are now. So for the teachers, thank you very much. Partly, the evening is a small reward to the people without whom we would not be here tonight. Because 10 years ago, the Board of Trustees decided to build a school. And then 7 years ago, they opened the school. And on a daily basis, even to today, they are still involved in the school, making decisions, guiding it, taking it to the next stage. They don't have to do that, but they choose to do that. They are so involved in the progress of ISV. So, to the Board of Trustees, thank you for ISV, and I hope this is some small reward for the past 10 years. But mainly, the evening is for the parents who have spent 18 years getting their child ready for this stage. 18 years of tears and frustration and heartbreak and expense and confusion, and that's only the last 2 years. But it has all been worthwhile. Keep telling yourself that. Parents, you have not lost your child tonight, but tonight is a watershed for them. After tonight, they must say goodbye to their life as secondary students. Now, they need to focus on the next stage. Well, whoever this evening is for, it is not for me. So I will hand over and lead the lectern before I outstay my welcome. So, once again, thank you all for being here, and I hope you have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan. I would now like to invite the Chair of ISV, Ms. Twee.
So today, I would like to have my speech in Vietnamese, and I would like to translate into English. I want to speak in my own country language, so thank you very much. Kính thưa các vị khách quý, kính thưa các thầy cô giáo, các vị phụ huynh và các em học sinh thân mến. Trước tiên tôi xin được tự giới thiệu. Tôi là Mai Bích Thủy, là người sáng lập ra Trường Quốc tế Việt Nam. Hôm nay thật vinh dự cho tôi được thay mặt Hội đồng Quản trị Trường Quốc tế Việt Nam đến tham dự và phát biểu tại lễ ra trường của các em học sinh khóa DPIB đầu tiên.
Dear distinguished guests, teacher, parents, and IB student, my name is Mai Bích Thuy, the founder of the International School Vietnam. Today, I am very honored to be here and address at the leaving ceremony of the very first batch of IBDP students on behalf of the ISV Board of Trustees.
Vào cũng khoảng thời gian này, cách đây 10 năm, vào năm 2010, tôi cũng vinh dự được đứng trên bục phát biểu như thế này, đọc diễn văn khai mạc lễ khởi công động thổ Trường Quốc tế Việt Nam.
At this time 10 years ago, in 2010, I also had the honor to give the opening speech at ISV groundbreaking ceremony.
Và 3 năm sau đó, năm 2013, tôi lại được vinh dự đứng trên bục phát biểu chính thức trong lễ khai giảng năm học đầu tiên của ISV.
3 years later, in 2013, I had my say at the opening ceremony of ISV First Academic Year.
Và 3 năm tiếp sau đó, vào năm 2016, tôi lại được vinh dự phát biểu công bố sự công nhận của Tổ chức Tú tài Quốc tế IBO cho Trường Quốc tế Việt Nam, bắt đầu triển khai giảng dạy chương trình IB.
After another 3 years, in 2016, I was proud to announce the IBO official authorizations for ISV as an IB school following IB PYP teaching program.
Và 3 năm sau đó, năm 2019, năm ngoái, khóa học sinh đầu tiên của Trường Quốc tế Việt Nam đã làm lễ ra trường. Tôi cũng được vinh dự đến tham dự và phát biểu chúc mừng.
And 3 years later, last year, 2019, I was absolutely touched to attend the first IB student leaving ceremony and send my congratulations to the grade 12 last year.
Vậy là đã tròn 10 năm kể từ ngày đầu tiên tôi đọc diễn văn khai mạc lễ khởi công động thổ vào năm 2010. Năm nay, năm 2020, khóa học sinh IBDP đầu tiên đã làm lễ ra trường.
It had now been 10 years since the first time I make my speeches at the ISV groundbreaking ceremony. Today, the very first IBDP students are graduating.
Thời gian trôi qua thật là nhanh. Mấy ngày nào tôi cũng như các em hôm nay, phấn khởi hồi hộp và vui mừng trong ngày lễ ra trường. Ngày đó chúng tôi được mặc áo dài như tôi mặc ngày hôm nay, chứ không có bộ quần áo tốt nghiệp như các em bây giờ. Và đã 33 năm trôi qua.
Time really flies. I was one as your positions today, very excited and happy in my leaving ceremony. Back in the day, it was a Vietnamese traditional áo dài that we had on, like what she was wearing today, instead of a gown like yours. And 33 years have gone by.
Có lẽ tôi đã nói hơi nhiều vào quỹ thời gian thì đã sắp hết. Tôi xin phép được hoàn thành sứ mệnh của mình. Gửi tới các thầy cô giáo, các em học sinh, các vị phụ huynh lời cảm ơn và lời chúc mừng từ Hội đồng Quản trị Trường Quốc tế Việt Nam.
As my speech time is running out, below is a message from the Board of Trustees that I would like to share with you, to parents, to teachers, to students, to congratulate all the grade 12 students today.
Điều đầu tiên tôi xin trân trọng gửi lời cảm ơn và chúc mừng các thầy cô giáo. Thành công mà các em học sinh có được ngày hôm nay là nhờ vào sự tận tâm, nhiệt huyết, lòng đam mê với nghề và sự tận tụy với học sinh của các thầy cô. Tôi tin rằng các vị phụ huynh, các em học sinh sẽ đều luôn tri ân và nhớ đến công ơn của các thầy cô giáo.
Firstly, I would like to sincerely thank and congratulate the teachers. Thanks to your dedications, enthusiasm, and passions to the teaching, and for all the students. The students today have achieved this success. I believe that all the parents and students will always be grateful for all your work.
Lời cảm ơn tiếp theo tôi xin gửi đến cho các vị phụ huynh, những bậc cha mẹ đã sinh thành ra các em, nuôi dạy các em và đã tin tưởng gửi gắm các em cho chúng tôi.
I would like to thank and congratulate parents who gave birth to the children, raised them, and entrust them to ISV.
Đối với các em học sinh, tôi không chỉ gửi lời chúc mừng với các em với những kết quả các em đạt được ngày hôm nay, mà còn gửi tới các em lời chúc may mắn, chúc các em thành đạt và lời dặn dò của một người đã từng làm học trò như các em, đã từng là thầy giáo đứng trên bục giảng và là người mẹ đã trải qua rất nhiều sự kiện ra trường, phổ thông, đại học của những người con của mình.
Dear ISV student, not only am I congratulating you on your achievement today, but I also wish you luck, success, and an advice from myself, who was once a student like you, who was once a teacher and a mother, who attend her children's high school and university graduation ceremonies.
Hôm nay các em là học sinh của ISV, ngày mai các em đã là cựu học sinh của ISV và trở thành những sinh viên đại học. Tuổi học trò thần tiên của các em đã bước sang một trang mới. Các em sẽ rời trường phổ thông để bước vào trường đại học với một môi trường hoàn toàn mới, ở những phương trời mới, với các thầy cô giáo và bạn bè mới.
Today, you are ISV student. Tomorrow, you will become ISV alumni and university student. I hope that you will always be grateful to the teachers and the ISV, where you began your adult journey.
Tôi mong rằng các em sẽ luôn nhớ ơn các thầy cô giáo và ngôi trường ISV, nơi đã nuôi dưỡng đào tạo các em trở thành những công dân toàn cầu. Đã đến lúc các em bắt đầu kết nối với phần còn lại của thế giới.
Although you were no longer under the roof of ISV, I hope you, ISV alumni, once leave the school to enter the university with a whole new surrounding. ISV has fostered you to become the global citizen. It's now time for you to connecting with the rest of the world.
Khi tôi chọn sự nghiệp này, rất nhiều người đã hỏi tôi vì sao. Họ nói rằng nghề này rất vất vả và rất nhiều khó khăn. Vâng, đúng như vậy. Nhưng nếu ai cũng sợ vất vả và khó khăn, thì sẽ lấy ai ra để làm những việc như tôi đã làm. Điều quan trọng hơn cả là tôi đã có thể mất đi những cơ hội của chính mình, nhưng tôi đã trao cho các em, đã mang đến cho các em rất nhiều những cơ hội. Và đó là điều đáng để tôi đánh đổi hơn bất kỳ những thứ gì khác.
When I offered this career, many people ask me why. They always say this job was challenging and difficult. Yes, but if everyone is afraid of hard work and challenges, who will make it? But to me, what more important than my own opportunity that I may have lost are the opportunities that I have given to you. And to me, that's worth swapping than any other things.
Một lần nữa, tôi trân trọng chúc mừng các thầy cô giáo, các vị phụ huynh và tất cả các em học sinh.
Once again, congratulations to the teachers, to the parents, and to all the students.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents, staff, distinguished guests, students, and most of all, the class of 2020, our first DP graduating group. To what extent can Mr. Collin lecture you even more? So, here are 6 ideas for your future success that I've actually had the pleasure of other IB colleagues tell me over the past. So, number 1, life is long. It's hard to realise how much time you have, but you do. Hopefully decades and decades. This means that you can afford to build slowly, to be mindful of making your decisions and command your time. It might seem a daunting responsibility, but when all else fails and you don't know, just stop. Tomorrow when you're done with ISB, you won't have all the answers, so take your time. Number 2, a plan worth following is a plan worth questioning. It's natural when you're faced with no structure to quickly build something. We humans want to make sense of things. That is why you have done theory of knowledge, to question. But it's true. Don't jump to conclusions too quickly. Don't try and lock yourself into something. I know that with Miss Elisa, many of you have constantly changed and changed plans and questioned those. Keep doing that. That's the most important thing, for you to learn, evaluate, and decide. Number 3, adventure requires bold thinking and, learner profile attribute here, risk. Of course. One of the reasons why I love the IB is we invite you to be creative, to be innovative. We want you to be bold, outspoken, to ask those difficult questions, even sometimes at inappropriate times. Do hold on to that. Get strength from that and keep doing that. Because that is what's going to make you stand out. That is going to give you the encouragement to continue. And for me, it's continuing the IB journey. Number 4. Transitions will be tough. You've already started making those transitions just by joining ISV, just by starting off the IB diploma program, and certainly transitions over the last 6 months. Remember those skills, remember that resilience, the abilities that you've shown, and thrive on those. You're going to move on to adulthood, and you're going to have to make choices and decide what you want to do. But have faith, be strong, because you're ready. Because you've already started making those transitions. Number 5. Accomplishment is fine, but the journey's better. The 6th of July, you'll get your results. Actually, very, very quickly, that moment will pass. All of those years that you've worked through school, that moment of conclusion, it's going to quickly evaporate. So remember the road. The friends, the challenges, the experiences, that sense of adventure, those skills that you've developed through your classmates, with your family, with your teachers, they've helped you build that journey. So enjoy it. And finally, you'll get the greatest joy out of serving others. I know it might sound trite, but it's true. And no longer will it count for CAS points. Giving is better than receiving. You'll get a sense of fulfillment out of that service. It is something that, for me, is what an IB student's about. It's what the IB community is about. Education fulfills a higher calling. An IB education is looking to build a better and a more peaceful world. Knowledge, content, it's necessary, but it's insufficient. Your IB education strengthens your commitment to take care of our planet and to understand more life that's upon it. So continue to do that. Even though you won't get any CAS points, it will give you great joy. So grade 12, class of 2020, the first IBDP cohort. As coordinator of the program, I wish you Heng en ul bip ni da, chuk mai man, good luck. And finally, a little bit later than I said on the 22nd of May I would do this, you finally get your smile. Good luck, guys. Thank you. Getting the tissues ready for the next speech. Ladies and gentlemen, grade 12 homeroom teachers, Miss Sonali and Mr. David.
Hello, I'm Mr. David,
I'm Miss Sonali.
and we are the grade 12 homeroom teachers.
Some of you may recognize us from emails home.
The last years of high school are ideally about starting to transition students to the independent learning they will later encounter in university and college. With COVID-19 pandemic, independent learning came a little early for this group.
Actually, Mr. David, COVID-19 is the name of the disease. SARS-CoV-2 is the name of this novel coronavirus. So it ought to be called SARS-CoV-2 pandemic.
Test.
Oh no, it's not working.
Doesn't work anyway.
No.
Okay, Miss Sonali, we get it. You're a science teacher.
So, just wait for this to work out.
Test.
Is that okay?
Not very loud.
Not very loud. Okay, all right. So, our grade 12 students are an extremely affable, creative group, and despite a wide range of personalities, they are very accepting and caring towards each other. I think all grade 12 teachers would agree that there was rarely a dull moment with them.
21st century journalism often features articles structured around lists, top 10 of this, 5 best of that, Mr. Collins' top 5 list. So we thought we'd use the same technique here tonight.
With that in mind, here are our top 5 memorable moments of our grade 12 cohort from a homeroom perspective.
In 5th place, suddenly forgetting to wear uniforms during exam week.
In 4th place, the enthusiastically attempted but ultimately doomed pencil passing during a Zoom homeroom.
In 3rd place, bubble tea. In grade 11, the boys surprised the female students and teachers with bubble tea in order to celebrate International Women's Day.
In 2nd place, rolling with the punches. From the grade 12 trip change of location to being the first ISV students to graduate from the IBDP program, and finally to this pandemic situation, these grade 12s have repeatedly demonstrated amazing resilience.
And in 1st place, this leaver ceremony. Instead of having a virtual ceremony, we're able to meet together here in person at the Hilton. This is all the more special since so many students around the world don't have the same luxury.
Now that we've talked about the past and present, let's make some near-term predictions for our group of grade 12s.
And while we can't say the following is 100% accurate, we feel it's pretty close.
Chang, most likely to live in a jungle, learning about elephants just for fun.
Renee, most likely to have the ability to be on Zoom twice at the same time.
Ted, most likely to be wishing for a new laptop, saying it with total focus.
Rex, most likely to have his fragrance enter the room even before he does, and all the while smiling.
Sorry. Miley, most likely to be found wearing clothes she's made and designed herself.
Vic, most likely to endear himself to you with his extreme politeness.
Rory, most likely to surprise you with her newest hairstyle.
Hongang, most likely to one day Zoom you from Japan, showing you her latest and most unusual custom background.
Kiet, most likely to not be somewhere in the morning because he's still on his motorbike.
It's not here. Van, quite possibly your next IELTS teacher.
Ling, most likely to form her own K-pop band and be able to sing the lyrics in 10 different languages.
Alexis, most likely to be the first Vietnamese basketball player in the WNBA.
Hermine, most likely to have her name confused with a Harry Potter character.
And Amber, most likely to be found talking to Koreans. Any Koreans?
Jimmy, most likely to have seen every film and TV show you can think of.
Val, most likely to be found either playing a team sport or a musical instrument.
Emma, most likely to send a photo portfolio to the National Geographic.
Sam, most likely to design your next website.
And Eleanor, most likely to know more people in her lifetime than we will ever know put together.
And to close, we will share a reflection contributed by your co-homeroom teacher from last year, Miss Amelie, regarding your graduation, and we wholeheartedly agree with her sentiments.
If you can imagine Miss Amelie's French accent. Et voilà, I cannot believe that this day has come, the day when my ISV babies leave the nest. I have had the chance to see you grow from teenagers to responsible young adults who care about others and who brighten every single situation. This is why I have no doubt that you'll achieve great things and help to make this world an even better place while you are out there. I would like to say thank you one more time for the great memories, the laughter, and the love you have created. I hope you have a great time, and remember, don't let anybody else tell you to open the window. Thank you and good luck.
Okay, so now it comes to the presentation of the leaving certificates for our students. I will invite each student to come up by name so we can take their photo, we can applaud them and then move on to the next student. I apologize in advance for my pronunciation of every language now, including English. Can somebody come up and give the scrolls to the homeroom teachers? Certificates, please. A round of applause for our glamorous assistants bringing our certificates, ladies and gentlemen. If the platform party want to stand ready for those photos, handshakes. And just for the grade 12s, do be careful as you're coming across the stage, those of you with heels on and Rex. So, ladies and gentlemen, we start our presentation with the grade 12 Student Council rep, Chang Min Do. Thank you. Jung Tae Kim, Ted. Sung Hae Kim, Renee. Are you ready? Go on. Somebody going to help you up? Huai, Huang, Lee, Rex. Ilan Le Mai Miley. Vikramaditya Mathur. Aurora Colette McClellan, Rory. Rory. An Hong Swan Nguyen, Hong An. Unfortunately, he can't be with us tonight, but Kiet Tuan Chan Nguyen. Van Bak Nguyen. Len Khan Chow Pham. Chatham from Alexis. Anbak Tien Fan Hermine. An Quintai Amber. Kwan Han Chan Jimmy. Bao Kuk Chung. Ha Nan Thi Chung Emma. Samdan Chung. And finally, Ni Haivu Elena. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a final round of applause, please, to our class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to now announce our musical interlude, one of our grade 11 music students. Please put your hands together for Anne Harkin. Ladies and gentlemen, Anne Harkin. I hope as you were coming in this evening, ladies and gentlemen, you were also listening to the music that was playing. That actually is compositions and performances by our grade 12 music students. Please, we can have a round of applause to our grade 12 music students for those musical interludes. Also on the Thursday, the 11th of June, will be our art exhibition, of which you are all cordially invited, and our grade 12 visual arts students' work will also be on show there. So congratulations and a big round of applause to our grade 12 visual arts students that finally will get to display their work to the public as they should. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome my grade 12 prefects with the student response. Ladies and gentlemen, the grade 12 prefects. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, teachers, family, friends, and the classmates of the cohort of 2020. Thank you for gracing the occasion with your presence today. My name is Renee Songy Kim.
Elena Nibu.
And here we are standing as representatives of the grade 12 prefects, including Emma and Rory. For this honorable night, Elena and I would like to give a small speech together to conclude the past 2 years, for some of us. I still cannot believe that this is our graduation day today, and that our class of 2020, the first graduating IB class in ISV, has finally made it to the end of the rigorous 2 years of IB DP course. I need to say that we could not have done it without our teachers, who nurtured us by providing the academic knowledge, but also caring for us mentally and emotionally. I want to express my sincere gratitude to our homeroom teachers, Ms. Sonali, Mr. David, our university counselor, Ms. Alyssa, our CAST coordinator, Mr. Thierry, our DP coordinator, Mr. Colin, and all our subject teachers as well. I would also like to thank Mr. Brian, the head of school, and the board of directors of the school for supporting our class by providing a pleasant study environment with all your underlying effort to run the school. Next, I want to mention our parents and families. You're probably more proud of us than we are today of successfully finishing the 12 years of basic education and embarking on each of our life journeys in different paths from now on. Your love, support, and care mean more than anything else. And from that, we grew, we learned, and we succeeded. Thank you, parents and families. And last but not least, I must mention all our classmates who have endured and grown together throughout the past few years in harmonious unity. It has been such a memorable journey to spend the high school years full of dreams, energy, and the everlasting friendships. And now, I would like to conclude my part of the speech and pass on to Elena, who will talk about our experience and precious memory as a class. Thank you.
The last 4 years for me have been a roller coaster of tears, excitement, and happiness. The endless assignments, the encouraging mentors and teachers, the supportive parents, and our loving class of 2020. Each of us came from a different background. Some of us met earlier, some of us met later. However, it is a fact that we have all reached our desired destination in the hands of one another. I like to believe, although cheesy, it might have been fate that put us incredibly different individuals in the same cohort. Sorry, anyways. Yeah, do you mind? Thank you. Talents of art, of music and sports, mates with personality like reincarnate devils, with professional manipulative skills, or some of us angels that are soft and kind to the depth of their soul, from energetic, social-driven individuals to calm, collected leaders. Our class is truly the potpourri that are laced with sugar, spice, and everything nice, especially since we did this Halloween of 2018. Looking back at grade 9 or 11 for some of us, I can proudly say that we have gone a long way. 4,000-word essays aren't that intimidating anymore, right? Especially since we've probably written like 15K words or more in the span of 1 year. And I have to thank the IB because of its incredibly challenging and difficult journey. I have found my best friends, life mates that I will keep in my heart for years to come. As they say, you realize who's really there for you at your worst. We have jumped into so many bad habits and destructive coping mechanisms, made some terrible mistakes, and even once brought alcohol on a school trip. Don't worry, parents. We didn't drink it because it was collected before any one of us could take a sip. But we made it out alive with the help of memes, dark humor, and most importantly, the bond with each other. To say this at 18-year-old is far-fetched, but I believe that our friendship is pretty rare. I don't even know if I can find friends like you guys at university. We have grown so much together, and we will grow so much more apart.
Here's to the next few years of our lives, becoming international citizens in the USA, UK, Canada, Japan, Netherlands, and Vietnam.
Here's to us becoming who we've painted in that poster for our university counseling class.
Here's to the road of our dreams.
And here's to class of 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, Renee and Elena there. Just before we allow the grade 12s to lead us out, you're all cordially invited outside for light refreshments before we serve the buffet dinner. Grade 12s, yes, you will be leading us out. Don't go anywhere because straight away we need you for the photos. So come straight back in. And also teachers, parents, distinguished guests, you'll also be needed. And everybody else, there will be some light refreshments that you can enjoy. So starting with Elena and Van to lead us out and go that way. Ladies and gentlemen, please can you all rise for the class of 2020. Mr. David. Parents, please. And parents, teachers, friends, please go and enjoy the light refreshments. Thank you very much.